Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Is
Thanks, sir.
this is personal finance, life skill, personal finance. I think this will be the second session for this semester. I have to record it this session so that everyone will be able to watch it later. Okay, so that's the purpose of it, and I hope this will help you for your personal finance. And we will begin with our session this evening. And for to begin our session, I'd like to let you look at this one first. All right.
Imagine two
Okay, so
individuals, Alex, with a six-figure.
okay, so let's begin with this video clip and let's start and discuss for our class this evening. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one will be the screen. Okay. Right. Okay, so that would
Imagine
be
two individuals, Alex, with a six-figure income yet constantly battling financial stress, and Jamie earning modestly but confidently saving for the future. What makes their financial situation so different? It's not just about the size of the paycheck, but how they manage their money. Hello and welcome. Today, we're embarking on a journey to unravel the mysteries of effective money management. This book is our compass, guiding us through the complexities of personal finance. We'll explore key concepts in managing money, crafting a budget, and making smart investment choices. All these lessons are explained brilliantly in the book with relatable examples. If you often find yourself puzzled about where your money disappears each month, or if keeping track of your finances seems daunting, this video will be your guide. This book offers clear, actionable advice. It shows how Alex could learn from Jamie, turning income into savings, regardless of its size. Stay tuned as we delve into these insights and transform your approach to personal finance. Let's get financially smarter together. Part 1. Understanding Personal Finance Basics. One common misconception is that earning more money will solve all financial problems. However, the book insightfully explains that without proper management, more income can often lead to more spending, not more savings. The author emphasizes that financial literacy is about making informed choices. It's the foundation upon which all other financial decisions rest, from choosing the right insurance to investing in stocks or real estate. Through clear examples, Personal Finance for Dummies demystifies complex topics. It teaches that budgeting isn't about restricting freedom, but about understanding your cash flow and making money work for you. The book also highlights the importance of setting financial goals. Whether it's saving for a vacation, buying a house, or preparing for retirement, financial literacy gives you the tools to achieve these goals. With financial literacy, you're equipped to make informed decisions. It's about understanding interest rates on loans, the impact of credit scores, and how to avoid unnecessary fees and charges. Now, I'm curious, what's your current understanding of personal finance? Is there an area you find confusing or want to know more about? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's learn together. Part 2. Budgeting and Saving. It's not just about tracking expenses, it's about creating a roadmap for your financial journey. In this book, budgeting is likened to a financial GPS. The author vividly illustrates that without a budget, you're driving blind in your financial life. With it, you have a clear route to your goals. Here's a step-by-step guide. Start by listing your income sources, then your fixed and variable expenses. This simple act brings transparency to where your money is going. The book introduces the 50-30-20 rule: 50% of your income for necessities, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. It's a straightforward method to balance your financial priorities. A crucial part of budgeting, as explained in the book, is building an emergency fund. This fund acts as a buffer against life's unexpected financial surprises. Saving is a habit, not a one-time event. The author encourages setting up automatic savings transfers. This set it and forget it approach ensures you're consistently building your savings. Remember, your budget should reflect your personal goals and lifestyle. It's a living document that evolves as your life changes. Let's put this into practice with a 30-day budget challenge. For the next month, track every expense and income. Part 3, Managing Debt. According to Eric Tyson, understanding debt is the first step towards managing it. The book clarifies how different types of debt, from credit cards to mortgages, affect your financial health differently. Notice these graphs. They illustrate a key concept from the book, the compounding effect of interest. This shows how quickly debt can grow if not managed properly. The author presents various strategies for reducing debt. One effective method is the debt avalanche. This involves paying off debts with the highest interest rates first, minimizing the total interest paid over time. Let's take inspiration from John's story, as shared in the book. John tackled $30,000 in credit card debt by consolidating his debts and focusing on higher interest rates first. It took discipline, but he became debt-free in 5 years. Creating a debt repayment plan is crucial. The book advises listing all your debts, organizing them by interest rate or balance, and then allocating your budget to systematically pay them off. An emergency fund is essential in debt management. It's a buffer that keeps you from falling back into debt in case of unexpected expenses. Celebrate small victories along the way to stay motivated, as suggested in the book. Regularly monitoring your debt reduction progress is key. Use tools or apps to track your payments and see the reduction in your overall debt balance. How do you approach debt management? Have you tried any of these strategies, or do you have a success story to share? Part 4, Investment Basics. The author simplifies investing into an accessible concept. It's not just about picking stocks, it's about making informed choices to grow your money over time. First, let's talk about stocks. The book describes stocks as shares of a company's profit and growth. When you buy a stock, you're essentially owning a piece of that company. Now, bonds. These are like IOUs from corporations or governments. You lend them money, and they pay you back with interest. It's generally a safer but lower return investment than stocks. Mutual funds are another key investment type. They pool money from many investors to buy a diversified mix of stocks, bonds, or other securities. It's a way to diversify your investments with less risk. The book highlights the risk-return trade-off. Higher potential returns often come with higher risks. It's about finding the right balance based on your individual risk tolerance and financial goals. Interestingly, Eric suggests starting small. Even if you're not ready for complex investments, simple options like a savings account or a retirement fund are great starting points. Investing is a long-term journey. The book emphasizes the importance of patience and consistency, highlighting the power of compound interest over time. Part 5, Insurance and Risk Management. The book simplifies insurance as a means to protect yourself from financial catastrophes. Whether it's health, car, or home insurance, each type plays a vital role in safeguarding your financial future. How do you choose the right insurance? The author suggests considering factors like your lifestyle, assets, and potential risks to determine the coverage you need. It's crucial to understand policy terms and conditions. The book stresses the importance of knowing what's covered, the policy limits, and the deductible amounts. Here are some quick tips from the book. Compare multiple policies, check for discounts, and review your insurance needs annually to adapt to life changes. Insurance is a key part of risk management. It's about making strategic decisions to protect your assets and reduce potential financial losses. The author advises regular review of your insurance policies. As your life changes, like a new house or a new job, so do your insurance needs. Finding a balance between adequate coverage and affordable premiums is key. It's not always about finding the cheapest option, but the most suitable for your specific situation. Part 6, Retirement Planning. The author emphasizes that it's never too early or too late to start. The book illustrates retirement planning as preparing for a long vacation. Just like you would plan meticulously for a dream trip, planning for retirement requires foresight, savings, and smart investment choices. The author breaks down retirement planning into stages. In your 20s and 30s, it's about starting to save. In your 40s and 50s, it's about maximizing and protecting your savings. One of the key insights from the book is the power of compound interest. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. The book describes various retirement accounts, 401ks, IRAs, Roth IRAs, and their benefits. It's about choosing the right mix to align with your retirement goals. Setting realistic retirement goals is crucial. The author suggests considering your desired lifestyle in retirement, expected expenses, and potential healthcare costs. Consistent contributions are vital. As your income grows, so should your retirement savings. The book advises adjusting your contributions with life changes like a higher salary or an inheritance. As you approach retirement, managing risk becomes more important. The book recommends gradually shifting from high-risk investments to more stable options to protect your nest egg. For personalized advice, consider consulting a financial advisor. They can help tailor your retirement plan to your specific needs as suggested in the book. Start planning for your retirement today, regardless of your age. It's a journey that requires patience, persistence, and proactive planning. Your future self will thank you. Part 7. Tax Planning and Filing. The book starts with the basics, understanding different tax brackets, deductions, and credits. It simplifies complex tax jargon, making it accessible for everyone. Effective tax strategies can lead to substantial savings. The author highlights how maximizing deductions and credits can significantly lower your tax liability. Organization is key in tax planning. The book suggests maintaining a folder for all tax-related documents throughout the year, receipts, statements, charitable donations, to ease the filing process. Here's a valuable insight from tax expert Jane Smith. Understanding and utilizing tax laws can make a noticeable difference in your financial health. Timely filing is crucial. As the book advises, filing late can lead to penalties and interest charges, which are unnecessary expenses you want to avoid. The author also touches on the importance of adjusting tax withholdings. If too much is withheld, you're giving an interest-free loan to the government. Too little, and you might face a hefty bill at year's end. Major life events like marriage, buying a home, or starting a business have significant tax implications. The book guides you through these changes and how to adjust your tax strategy accordingly. For complex situations, the book recommends using tax software or consulting a tax professional. They can provide tailored advice and help uncover deductions you might miss. Empower your financial future by taking charge of your tax planning today. Stay informed, stay organized, and remember, smart tax planning is a year-round activity. What are your experiences with tax planning and filing? Any tips or questions you'd like to share? If you found value in this video, please show your support by subscribing, liking, and
Okay.
Good
So,
evening, everyone.
good evening. So letting watch about this video is the whole summary of this book, right? So we will cover those part every week, okay? So based on the overall lessons from this book, what do what do you think? What you have in mind after you watch this video clip? Anyone? It's overwhelming, right? Of your personal finance. But we have to cover up all those parts throughout the tri-semesters. Last week, we talked about mostly on what to think of finance. But starting from today, we will look into our lesson. And this kind of a book, a textbook-based lessons that we need to think of our own personals. finance. Okay, I I am sure from Dubai and other part of the countries might have uh, a little experience or less practices in your finance, but in America or Australia, we do have to understand that. Otherwise, we all have to deal with all the finances, right? All the finances in our daily life, like mortgage or own saving or insurance and all kind of things, are always been there. But we work for our bill, right now. Last week I asked, do we live for money or money is for our living, right? I asked the question, um, do you live for money or money is for our living? So those are the things that we have to think in a practical way or a basic ideas of understanding. Okay, so uh, last week David he was not here and some of you were not here, but today we will start thinking about our personal finance. If you have this textbook and I think you all will at least look at it, right? Look at your textbook. Okay. If you did not even read it, the textbook that I uploaded in our um, classrooms, we will start working on it. Okay. So personal finance, the syllabus that I shared last week. If you missed that, we will have to review it again. So the course personal finance will explore the basic personal finance and setting a budget and setting a financial goal. Students will also consider the ways in which their own Christian faith impact the understanding of finances and the rules of financial stewardship in Christian thought and practice. So here, the way we will going to do exercise is that we will have attendance and have participation and discussion, and the midterms and final exam could be part of a group project later on. Okay, so we will give you group project. Last week I asked you that each of you will prepare for your financial goal. Let's say you have at least the small amount of financial goal, like you have to have your project goal in your financial planning. Let's say you all are going to finish Kairos University, or some of you may not finish Kairos University, but assume that my assumption is that everyone will going to finish Kairos University. Kairos University has a very reasonable financial plan for your tuition. Let's say you only have to spend $250 per your Kairos degree program after you completed Justin Bible College part. Okay, then you will do for it. In order to plan for your Kairos financial planning in your own budget, that will be something that you can have your final project, or your degree program could be your financial project, and your own family financial project could be another project you can come up with. A few years ago, a few years back, I think I remember 2013 to 2014. Um, I realized that I moved from New York, upstate New York, to Washington D.C. area. The living is a little bit like upstate New York is not as New York City, but upstate New York is more reasonable to live than DC area. DC area is very challenging place to live, right? So your mortgage or rental alone can has to be about 2,000, right? And upstate New York, you don't have to spend that much of money. But for this case, I asked financial advisor to help me plan my financial. That's really helped me a lot, right? Really helped me a lot with my own income because being a pastor, you don't earn that much of money, and you have to work part time, two or three part time job, and then you have to cover up all the bills that you need to pay. Otherwise, you will be very worried about your life, right, and family. But this personal finance really helped me overcome, not really easy living a easy life, but it's helped me understand, and that way you budget or you manage your own finance for your own life. Okay, I think everyone's do that, but this will really help for future, not only for us, also for the ministry that you're going to manage, the ministry that you're going to lead. That will really help you in the future. Okay, right? So this is something that Kairos University is required to understand it, and that's also a necessity that is required for us to understand. Unless we understand this kind of financial situation, it will be very sometimes it's very tough sometimes, right, in life. Okay. Okay, so I explained it enough for our syllabus because I noticed that some of you were not here. That's why I tried to explain it to you one more. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? And the video clip that you watch about 12 minutes, it's covered the whole textbook, right? And you can watch it again and again in the future because we will go in detail. Anyone? Is that all make sense? Right. Seem like,
Yes.
yeah. David, do you have any question?
No, the part I like is saving money is not depend on the side.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this sometimes we think it's because of our income is very low, we can save the money. So this is not about the side. We might has like the one I like it, the retirement plan.
Mm-hmm.
That is very important. It is this is what is great lesson for me
Yep.
that exactly for like everyone should have plan for the retirement.
Mm-hmm.
The day we cannot work, the day we don't have income, how we will survive for
Yep.
our health, everything. That is extremely important.
Yep.
This is very useful. We have I think I hope also in future we learn a lot of things, a lot. That great subject also.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not for me, for everyone. It's
Yeah.
very important.
It's whether you
Yeah.
are a believer or not, whether you
Yes.
are man or
Yes.
woman,
Correct. Correct. Correct.
everybody has to understand that,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Yeah. Whether you are married or whether you are single, right?
Single.
You
Yes.
have to
Yes.
prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Doesn't really matter if you are young or old. If we are not preparing, when the time comes, is sometime that sometime it's work well for us to plan. Sometimes doesn't really work well in life, so we have to plan ahead of time, right? And doesn't means, as David was saying, doesn't depend on the income that you have. Like some might have more income, some might have smaller income, but doesn't matter. You still have to plan for it, right?
I get a. I heard a good advice from one of the millionaire
Uh-huh.
books, and he said the there's two options. The best two option. The first option is you have to be starting 5 years ago,
Mm,
and the second option is now.
yeah.
So if you want to be rich or prosper, you have you have to start at least now, or you have to start. If you start 5 years ago, you have to be very rich by now.
Mm-hmm.
And the second, you still have second option is right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good for me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. And oftentimes in a Myanmar people context, like in our own context, we we think it's not for us. It's for the rich people, but we never think for ourselves, right? That is another challenge. And especially for pastor, okay, by faith you have to live like that. And that's not true. Faith's important. Faith is very important, but you have to plan ahead of time too. So we have to understand, especially for pastor family. Okay, God will provide, you know. Of course, God is the one who provides everything that we need. But what we have to do is God give us a way to think and do for our own. So like the talents that given by the master to the servants is God give according to the skill, you know, the skills and understanding. So God is the one giving us a skill to think, a skill to work out on what we have. So we have to work it out, right? That's important too. So okay, good. So at least we have to think from now on. If you do not think, then think from now on. Okay. Um, I was serving in military for 14 years, and it was a part time, right? It's not a full time. It's a part time. But I saved wrote RIA. It mentioned here in our lesson, wrote RIA, and I set aside 12% of my income, and then the army, the big army, matched for me. So if I did not set aside that wrote IRA, I may not earn it all, right? Because it might not be a big amount of money, but it's for the past several years. I save certain amount of money out of it, so that's really help for me too, right? So the same thing for you if you have income from the church, income from your work, income from somewhere, then at least you have to set aside time. 110 is for the Lord. You have to bring back to the church, but out of that 9% of your income, you still have to set aside for your own saving, right? That is another thing. Sometimes let's save it later on or something like that, but it's not like that, right? Okay, so let's look at it. The lesson. There are several. Okay, so here there are several chapters up to chapter 20, right? But we will cover um, the ideas, determine where your money goes, establishing achieving goal, dealing with debt, reducing your spending, trimming your taxes. Okay, let look up to chapter 1 to 4, right? That's chapter 1 to 4 this evening, and then think about it. Okay. Okay. So we just watch the the summary the summary of the textbook on video clip and it explain it well. So understanding overspending, this kind of chapter summary from chapter 1, right? Summary determining where your monies go. Okay, so the key point right here, determine where your monies go. 3 spending categories. Spending more than they aren't. spending all they earned and save a portion of their income. So think of understanding overspending. Like oftentimes, we all think of our bill, right? Mostly we are thinking of our bill. Okay, I think how all of us have income. Okay, Philemon has income, right? Because I'm saying that you are single, you have income, but you still have to spend according to your income, right? Okay, um, Yao Tong has income because he doesn't work right now because he dependent on his income from, like, because of his accident. Okay, his income will be a certain amount. Okay, and probably um who earn the most? Probably I'm not saying that I'm not discriminating you to from one another, right? So some might earn better, some might earn in the medium side, and some might earn small side, right? So doesn't mean you you are poor and you are rich or something like that. It's not like that. Okay. So any amount that you earn, we all have to plan. Okay. This we and you and me should not spend more than what we earn, right? We cannot even spend what we do not have it, right? But in the United States, you can spend more than that because you have credit card, have credit card. So oftentimes, if your earning may let's say your earn is $100, and if you spend $150 every month, you have a problem. Okay, you have a problem. So that is the basic understanding that we have to discuss this evening. Okay, you earn $100, and how much do you think you are going to spend? That will be a basic understanding of earning and spending. Where your money go? Okay, let's have some class group discussion, right? Group discussion. I will divide it into two group, and then this will be the basic questions. Where your monies go, right? Okay. Let let's assume that everyone earned $100, and how do you plan to spend your money? Okay, right? It's just simple, a simple question, right? I will I will divide it into two group, and then you will discuss the same thing. Okay, and we will have different ideas. Okay, it will be just a 10-minute discussion. Okay, so come up with your spending ideas, right? Consider yourself earn $100, and how are you going to spend your money, right? Okay, simple question, and then bring you back 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes too much? Probably 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, I will let you spend for 10 minutes each.
10
Okay,
minutes better, yeah.
just 10 minutes better. Okay, so whoever's your roommate or uh, okay, your teammate, discuss this matter. Okay, so the first group will be David, Dim, Georgian, Dapai, William. Right. The second group will be Peter, the two Peter, Philemon, and William. Okay. Right. Okay. Go.
ဒီကျွန်တော်စိတ်ခံသွားเสียရှိလို့
Oh,
မောင်ကြီးနဲ့
okay.
နော်
Okay.
ကျွန်တော်
ခင်ဗျာ
ဟိုဘက်ကျွန်တော်ဖွင့်မှာ
ခင်ဗျာရဲ့အဖွင့်သား Hey,
အော်
welcome back.
ဒီ page မှာ zoom link ချပေးပါလား zoom link လေ
Zoom link. Okay.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ personal ဒီ finance မှာလေခုကအမှ zoom link ချပေးကျွန်တော်ကခေါ်ချာတော့မတွေ့ဘူးတခြားအရင် women man လေးတကယ်ကနေကျွန်တော်ပြန်ဝင်လာတာ
Okay. You want Zoom link for us? From me?
သူပြောချင်တာ classroom ထဲမှာတခါတည်းရှင်းတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့တွေ့လွယ်တယ်လေတွားပြီးမှနှိမ့်လိုက်တာနဲ့
Oh, okay, okay.
classroom မှာမရှိတော့တခြား class ဒီမှာလည်းမရှိဘူးလေ
Oh, okay. You have to look for it, right? That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
တခြားခန်းမှာဝင်ပြီးနှိမ့်တာတခြားခန်းမှာဝင်တယ်လို့ဖြစ်သွားတယ်ဒီခန်းသူတို့တူပါတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တခြားခန်းမှာသွားတဲ့ပုံစံနဲ့ရှိ
Okay.
နေတယ်ကျွန်တော်အဲ့လိုရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah, you are in Kairos University classroom.
Thank you.
Okay. Group 1. Come up with your own financial spending.
Group 1နဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့လား us
David and his friend.
Yeah, I'm stay home. I have no spend money.
But you
I
have
can
to
grab
come
the
up.
car too.
You have to come up with your spending.
How to say that I will spend money 100? I can save money a lot.
If you stay home, you use like water, you use like
You're still
toilet,
spending.
and then you spend more money than that.
Yeah, actually, you spend more electric bill. You
Yes.
spend more waters. You know, you spend more food. You still have to spend. Okay. So who would like to come up with your spending planning?
Maybe
You have $100. Okay, then you have to spend that $100 before the end of the month.
Yeah, I share about my
Your
planning
experience?
that with $100, I need to buy diaper.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And
Your $100, your total income, right? Your $100 is your total income for a month. Okay, let's say. Then you have to spend. You cannot spend more than that. If you spend more than that, then you you overspend
yeah.
on your income.
is
So-
the 100 after you have to
How
pay bills
will you spend your $100?
If we have a $100, okay,
That's your total income. Okay.
okay, $100. Okay, $10 is just tight. We say
Okay.
tight, and then have some more $90.
You still
Still
have $90.
$90. 50 is the for payment bill, house
Okay.
bill, electronic bill, water bill, car bill, insurance bill.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and for food, for
You still have 40.
yeah, and I still have 40, and then for food, yeah, and for snack for the kid, and that's $30. if we can receive more than that, so at least $10 or $15 is always saving money.
You still have to save that money,
Yeah,
right?
we can save
Okay.
money.
Okay. It's hard to think, right? It's
Yeah,
hard to
very
think.
hard to think. Yeah.
It's hard to think. How about David? How will you spend your $100 income?
Okay, let's say if I have like 10%
Mhm.
will be go for tithe, and then 10% will be go for the saving. So I will spend $80 for the home, and we will adjust or as much as I can, because the most important thing is tithe, and you must have at least 5 or 10% savings money. Saving first, only after that we will spend for the rest.
Okay. So you're going to spend all the rest.
80 like yeah 80 10% would
$80.
be go for the tithe, 10%
Mm-hmm.
would be go for the saving,
Mm-hmm.
the 80% like be for whatever toiletry, whatever necessary, food for the bay. So we had to spend that that $80. But before it, I have like a $90. I will adjust for the whole month that $90. I will not keep for the saving. But now, from today, I have to save. That is true. I have to save first. Only we
Okay.
spend the rest.
Okay. How much are you going to save?
10%.
10% out of $100.
Yes.
Okay. And 10% for
Tithe.
tight. Okay.
And
20%
10%.
gone. 20% is gone. And you
Yes.
still have
Yes.
$80.
Yes.
And
Yes.
for $80, you have to think of
Food.
uh
Food, rent.
okay, basic
Yes.
necessity.
Yes.
Okay. Food. How much will you going to spend?
Food is we go to like uh, for 30 to 40.
Mm-hmm. 30, $40. That
Yes.
means you only have $40 left.
The rent
So
for the
that $40 will you be able to pay for your rent and all your gasolines or all your transportation or all your need for whole family? Okay, think of how many percent do you spend for your renting or mortgage? How many percent of your income? Okay, so it's hard to answer, right? Hard to answer.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you only have $100, so you have to spend accordingly, right? Georgian,
Yes, sir.
okay, how
Sir,
are you going to spend your $100 to live for a month?
sir, that's impossible for me.
Okay, but like,
I'm gonna tell you my bill for the month, right? My
yeah,
rent
like
is 4,200.
imagine you have $100,
Imagine
but you
$100.
have to come up with your plan, your spending plan, the spending plan.
Yes, it's sir. I couldn't spend $100. I don't know how to do that. I spend over $1,000 every week, different
Okay.
from my monthly expenses.
Yeah, I know.
So that
So
is impossible.
whether you have a $10,000, you have to spend your income, $100, then you still have to spend. $1,000, you still have to spend. But how do you plan to spend your income for living, right? Okay, just think of 100%. 100% is your income. Let's say not $100, right?
Yeah.
100% is your income.
Yes, sir.
Okay? 100%. It could be 10,000, it could be 2,000, it could be 5,000, it could be 1,000, right? But 100% is your income. But you have to spend your income accordingly, right? Okay, so the first group, Dim and Georgians from women perspective, right? Women perspective. And the man perspective, we already heard about it. William did not say anything yet, right? we'll, we'll wait for William to hear from. We'll hear from William. Then.
Okay, if I have
Right.
$100, okay, not
That's
$100,
100%.
100%. That's much
100%.
easy for us. So that's much
Okay.
better.
Much better.
$100 is for my gasoline is a week is $100. So like so if I have 100%, 10% is Thai, so 90%. So my house payment is 30%.
30%.
So
That's good.
my food is like 20%. So that will be 60.
Okay.
40% is left, and some utility, and like some only 10% is saving.
Okay. Only 10% saving. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Did you really save 10%?
Not really, not enough. Like not enough, but only save, but not enough.
Okay.
Take back.
So as Peter Lightang was saying, he heard from a millionaire saying that you could save, you could have saved 5 years ago, right? But now you have to save, right? So think of how okay, percentage wise, right? Percentage. Think of percentage, okay, right? So if you save 10%, it's a lot. If you could save it from now on, right? From now on, it's a lot. It's a lot. Do you think? Don't you think? Okay, so let's hear from Dim. What?
Yeah, because you asked us like $100, so there's no way. That's why when I buy diaper and it's gone.
Yeah, so I would like you to think the
100%.
smallest amount that you earn.
Oh, okay.
How you're going to spend, right?
So, 10% is Thai, and I think 25 or 30% is our mortgage and insurance, house insurance, everything. And other bills like my kids' school, because they go to Christian school, and all the other bills, car insurance, everything, electricity, consumer energy, that would cost about 40% of it. And then food would be 15. And we do saving about 6% of our income every month.
Okay.
How about shopping?
So the rest is
No
social
shopping
and
there.
it's
shopping.
we don't know where they go. Like that.
Okay, I want to mention about my one because I'm living in Australia. I can tell you frank. The moment I get the money, I receive the money. It's my wife is my management. So
Manager.
firstly, she checked my phone and she removed the tie first, and the second she managed like we're supposed to pay like every week for a house like 300, but I pay 650. It's really good for I think in Australia. So the more you give, the more you kill the interest. Yes. So she managed. So in 2 weeks time, we received some like a 800 like a $900 from the government for kids. So sometimes we use that money to look after, but she doesn't want to use my money, the one I received from the company from work. So she we move everything inside like for house. So the more we give the money for house, we don't want to spend any money, extra money to go around. We just move into the house like for investment. So the one we want to pay off our home first. We use the rate like paying faster. The more you pay, the month is coming down. Sometimes when you move like a 500 to the home loan, the money the month is 1 month is missing. That means it's going down. So year is closer and closer. So our main focus is to pay off the house. So we don't save money. This is how we do investment. This is only one way at the moment. Thank you.
Okay. So Philemon, William K, and Peter Daya, what do you think? Group 2.
We don't talk about the $100 or any of that because it's impossible. So we just talk about our own how we spend our money. But I think I'm actually better at managing after you guys talk about everything. So when we receive money, I never like I pay the bill and stuff, but like for the food and stuff, I don't spend it. My dad just buy it like that. And then when we need food, he just buy it. But for the bill and stuff, I just pay it. Some I don't really check how much money left, how much money do I have to spend. I don't really check those. So sometimes
Okay.
when I have
You're a
money,
single, so that's why.
yeah. I just
That's
when I
true.
have money, I just eat. But when I don't have money, oh, I don't have money. I just don't buy, you know what I mean? So that's how I
Okay.
live. But I think it's really bad for me. Now I need to focus on class.
Solomon, you're like me. God will give you the woman who love management.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Men need good manager. Men need good manage your wife, right?
I think I'm really
Who
good at
can manage
managing
steward
money.
well.
Yeah, my experience, I need to share my experience a little bit. Before I'm married, right? I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
And we earn it's bi-weekly. So um, I'm save money. I think it's 20% something. Before I'm married,
Yeah.
I'm save for one day I have married, so I need to use I need to use that money. So I save money. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's 3 or 4 years. I have uh I think 5,000 something I can save that
Mm.
money. But now I don't have any save
Saving?
money.
No saving at
Yeah,
all?
yeah, no, because it's my kids. Depend on my kids. So one time we shopping, we have more spend money. So I don't have save money at all.
Mm.
So I have like let's say 100%, right? We have 100%. So all cover my bill 60% and left 40%, right? And 10% is for Thai and 30% left. So 20% for food and 10% for our family shopping or something like that. So
Mm.
sometimes it's not enough for 10%. So for example, this month we don't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we save a little bit and next month and enough with shopping. uh, with my family. Yeah, that's my experience a little bit.
Okay.
So I don't have at all same money. Yeah,
Mm.
but I need to try. Yeah, that save money is very important. But depend on our rent. Some people is high and low income, so that's managed for very very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Right. Okay. So, so with your income, if you overspend, then that's the problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So before doing so, we have to have that kind of personal finance planning, right? Personal finance planning. So that is the most important thing that we have to learn from a lesson, right? Whether in the ministry, whether in a personal life or family life, we have to do that. The personal finance is more important. Okay. So unless you are in a situation like in Myanmar, you don't really have regular income. Um, so you work for a kind of, if you are an employee or government employees or companies employees, then you have something to think. If you don't have that kind of regular income, that would be very challenging. Okay, right? How's the life in Dubai, David?
Uh, mostly majority they struggle with the here in like the living cost is higher than uh, the food cost.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend to 400 430 300 or 400 dirham per month, you can manage for the food, but the living cost is minimum 6 to 700 dirham. It is only for the best space. It is only best space, no? You will have only one bed for the living.
One bedroom. Okay.
Not even one bedroom. There
Oh,
is
one
you need two.
space.
Yeah, one space. One is what you when you living down and at different.
Okay.
100 will be different. So
Oh,
it is,
okay.
yes, normally, but some so this and then mostly now I saw that quite different way before is people are now there is a lot of Myanmar restaurant, even though Myanmar nightclub and Myanmar
Okay.
so people spend their money is goes to there.
Mm.
So now I see normally I don't think so. They can say only a few people, the one who know about like this the how to manage their finances, but very less, maybe only 1 or 2 3%.
Mm.
So majority they struggle with their living, and of course sometimes they go out and they eat blah blah blah. So I don't think so. It's whatever I see, they struggle with their like monthly income and they spend it. But now it's more worse because of the war.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the war, there's a lot of people lost their jobs. Some of them they pay like 5 months and pay leave, even though they didn't provide the accommodation. So very very quite challenge for some of them. Can you imagine how you will survive like a 5 months without salary and without the accommodation, without food? They didn't provide anything. And you want to go back, you can go home. They will provide air ticket. But for our Myanmar, very difficult. You can't go back to your home country, right? There is a lot
Yeah.
of we have there. So this is nowadays quite challenge with our Myanmar people, especially Myanmar young people. No? So, but hopefully, let's uh, mm, what to do. Only this is God plan. What we God we what He will do for us. But for thank God, this not affected that much to our like Christian community. Majority they didn't lose their jobs. Majority, only a few in our community.
Okay. So let's think of what we have, you know. Think of what we have, what's in your hand, right? The first thing what we, we have to think is what's in your hand. That is by faith, right? What's in your hand? That is by faith. Whatever your income, we have to manage. Okay, we have to manage. That's the ideas of it. Okay, so let's go to a lesson. Okay, okay. So here, understanding overspending or determine where your monies go. People fall into three spending, and we talk about spend more than they they earn. If you spend more than you earn, then you will going to have a debt. Spending all they earn, saving nothing, oftentimes true, often true, right? To everybody. But save a portion of their income, 2% to 20% is best to save. Okay. If you save a lot, then you don't have anything to spend. Living below your means. Instead of seeking more income, consider spending less than you earn. So, the more you earn, the less you spend is the best, right? If you spend more and if you earn less, then that will really give you a hard time. Many people successfully live on less than their actual earning, allowing them to save and invest. So we talk about it. Okay, influence encouraging overspending. Easy access to credit. Credit card, like some people love to have credit card, right? But it's not a good idea. Uh, Sometimes my children's, like my teenage or like when they turn about 18, 19 or 20, they want to have a credit card, and I am not encouraging them to have a lot of credit card. Having one credit card would be enough, right? But some said two or three credit card would be good, but I'm not so sure it's how good it is. I don't think that's the good. Uh, I don't think it's very good to have a lot of credit card, right? If you have a lot of credit card, mean you have debt, right? Loan from different credit companies. So those are those are very dangerous, tempting for us to spend more money, right? So that is another thing that we have to discipline ourselves. Credit cards, loans, all same thing. Like schooling, like in United States, alone schooling, college, university, often students have loans, student loans, mostly 30,000, 100,000, right? 200,000. The more you went into kind of engineering or medical and even law, those are the most expensive one. Without having student loan, it's hard for many. Then generally they have to have student loan 100 or 200,000. When they graduate, they have 200 debt, 20,000, 200,000 debt or student loan. So it's hard for them to uh, to uh, begin without debt at the end of their graduation, right? By the grace of God, I don't have any debt, even though I study. It's dependent on scholarship or like you have to pay with budget or something like that, right? Okay, so this is the one challenging thing in the United States and anywhere in the world, especially in the United States. Schooling is very expensive. That is why Lesson Bible College came up with this idea and working together with Kairos University with the most affordable university education ever, right? Some online university were there, but this the BC Kairos University is a kind of combination of traditional and online system of doing that. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. Okay. Credit card can encourage unnecessary purchases and long-term debt accumulation. So that's very true, right? If you have credit card, then you spend more money. They let you pay your minimum payment, and in that way, they earn a lot of money from you. Low monthly payment promotion can hide true cost. That's what I mean by car loan or credit card loan and student loan. You have to pay it little by little, but you are in debt, you know. You have loan, you have debt, you're throughout your life, right? Right? Uh, when you first get in the United States, you don't have any debt. But when you stay longer, you have a lot of debt. Right? All of us are all of us have debt, right? If you have house mortgage, means you have heavy 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 loan, heavy debt, right?
Uh, Regarding about the
Mhm.
credit card,
Yeah, credit card.
can I say something?
Yeah, yeah.
In here, whatever we go like a shopping mall or in the mall, they will offer the bank. They
Oh,
will offer you to make a credit card, even though sometimes the banks call us. They keep calling, oh, you want to make credit card when you want to make credit card. How about in US? They will have the
same thing. Yeah, same thing.
same thing. But here, quite risks for the bank because of some of be here like international. No? Some of them they came here, they have full fight credit card, and then they can't pay for that, so they leave from the country. So if we be for example, like I have one of my manager before, he he want to go for the vacation, but even though after his salary,
Mm-hmm.
he don't have money to buy for the ticket.
Mm.
So all his salary in deducted by the bank. So what he do? He borrow money from someone and he go home. He didn't come back. So
Yeah,
it's
in
mean
the
no, yeah,
yeah. For American credit system is different.
yes,
Not
yes, yes.
everyone can get it, you know. You have to prove your income. You have to have your credit score. And those requirements alone,
Mm,
not everyone can get a credit card, right? You have to have a status
uh,
here, right? You have to have a status here.
mm,
Like you have to have a legal status here. Otherwise, you cannot even open the bank.
bank account, no. So here it's different. The bank now I don't have, even though I don't have income. No?
Mm-hmm.
But the bank, I make debit card, but the bank or he calling you want to make credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly they know I don't have income, but they offer. If
Mm.
you go to mall, they will offer. Like so, American also not like this. They will
Yeah.
see your basic income.
Okay. So yeah, it's the difference between here. The security system here in the United States is you need to have social security number and card. Otherwise, there's no uh there's no way that you can even
Right.
apply have a bank account here. So you have to have that, you know, status established here. That's the first step.
Sir, excuse me, can I correct you?
Yep.
So, sir, when I just came to the States, I did not have a social security card
Mhm.
or a work permit. I didn't have anything more than my passport I came to this country with, right?
Uh-huh.
And I went to Bank of America.
Yeah.
I got a tax ID,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
I got a tax ID from one of my employers. She get it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I open a bank account.
Mm.
I opened a lot of bank accounts. I got credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I could get health care. I could do health insurance.
Mm.
I do driver's license. I do a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah, because you have to establish your legal status here first. Whether you have social or not, you have to establish your legal status. Like you came in as a legal, then you have work permit, and with your passport, you still can apply for it. Even students can apply for it, but you have to have legal status here. Without legal status, I think it will be difficult to have a bank account here too.
But I get bank account without legal status. I wasn't.
You don't have a legal status when you get in here, United States?
No, sir. I came on a passport,
Yeah,
a
that's his
visa.
legal. That's his legal status.
Oh.
If you have your passport, it will work.
It will work because you came in and with a visa that is considered legal status. It's legal status without having social security card, right? But when you come in with the visa, like work visa or student visa or a tourist visa, may be difficult to do that.
Okay, tourist visa.
If a tourist visa, then you have to have valid passport.
Okay.
And you need to have a legal status here in the United States. In that way, Bank America will allow you to open the bank account, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
that's how it works. So without legal status, let's say you came in without passport, then you cannot go to the bank. You have to have illegal kind of income that you have to do that. But you won't be able to establish. Okay. So relating it to a credit card in Dubai, I don't know what is their basic requirement for them. Like probably be their legal status, the passport. If they have a work permits there, then they will probably allow them to apply for a credit card. But it's not safe, as David said. If someone travel, but here in the United, some people travel without paying their credit card. But the problem, it could be happen, like they can leave the country, but the problem is they won't be able to come back here.
Yeah.
So that would be. I think there might be some people who did that here in the United States.
And I think as a believer should not do that.
Yeah, as a believer.
Yeah.
Stewardship is important. Like we will talk more about your stewardship, about your money, right? And wherever you are, stewardship is important, right? Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. There's another one, social pressure, and pressure, and then impulse buying. Social experiences often pressures individual to spend, neglecting long-term financial goal. So what happens to many here in the United States, especially for those who are coming here as immigrant, we have to take care for our own family back home. We have to send money, and that is not really our budget. That's extra spending. So we have to include in our budget for helping our family back home. That is a thing. Like those who are working in Dubai, those who are working in other countries for money, earning money alone. Uh, doesn't matter for them. They have to send back everything as long as they can survive where they work. But in the United States, we are not working here. We are living here. Living here in the United States is different from working to earn money. The mindset, the concept is different now. When you left the country from Myanmar, when you left the country, you might be working for money, right? But when you came in to the United States, you are not working for money. You are living for money. Like not simply to earn money,
Yeah.
but you live here. So you have to think differently. Okay. So that's the mindset that immigrant has to think, right? So you naturalize here, became United States citizens, and you really have to think how to live in the United States. You are no longer an employee here. You are a citizen here, so you have to live uh, accordingly, right? So that's the difference. Like David, he his destination is to return home someday, right? He might not become the citizens of the UAE,
Yeah.
right? So your final decision or your final destination is to return someday, to return home someday, or go on to other country. So that would be his mindset. But for us, those who are in the United States and in Austria, our mindset has to change. Mindset has to change, not simply to earn money. We are living here in the United States. So that is another thing that we have to think of it. Okay. Right. And then psychological, like many people prioritize immediate gratification over future need. So some think for future all the time, but forget about the present. Don't you think? Some keep on saving, like, and for retirement, thing like that. Okay, saving is good, but many people not live long after they retire. So we have to think this too. Okay, saving is good, but you have to take care for the present too. Okay, that would be another thing that we have to think of. And psychologically, stress and the need for reward can trigger spending as coping mechanism. Recognizing this behavior is crucial to developing better spending habit. So this is psychological factor in spending. Like, okay, based on the need, like when you need, then you spend. And when you do not need, you don't let it spend it. But sometimes our basic need can be the majority, like the priority. And okay, so you spend a lot on your need, and sometimes the needs are not really the need for us, right? So we have to prioritize our spending. Okay, so analyzing your spending, the first step to saving is understanding where money is spent. The spending analysis can help individual identify excessive expenditure and adjust their budget accordingly. So that is important too. We have to analyze the money that you're spending and saving. Those are important thing to think of. Tracking spending. You can track spending through bill, bank statements, and personal budget. So these are important. Like I use checkbook a lot. Some do not use checkbook, just cash, but you cannot track what you spend. So in order to track your spending, I use checkbook to write. Even though it's a little bit expensive to spend your checkbook, I still use it. In that way, I can track all the spending, right? Some don't want to use check, just use cash, but you cannot track your spending. And receive are important, and bill are also important. I do all in online payment system, and that way I can track all the bill payment anytime on my phone, thing like that, right? So these are important thing. And then detailed categorization is essential to see where adjustment can be made. Bank statement is another. Bank statement, you have your bank statement come every month, right? So you can check with what your income and expenses. Spending analysis methods utilize paper, pencil, simple software to track spending efficiently without getting bogged down in administrative tasks. The key is maintaining a balance between managing finances and enjoying life. Conclusion, taking control of your spending is essential for achieving financial goals. Understanding and analyzing personal habits can lead to better financial health and increased saving. So example, keep white living below your means. Imagine you receive your paycheck and instead of sparkling on that latest get, you allocate some of that money into saving account. So even $1 saving or $2 or $5, $10, we have to put some in saving, right? In that way, you have something to secure on your life, right? By deliberating, choosing to live on a budget that is 10% less than what you earn, you find you can still enjoy life while building a financial cushion for emergencies or future investment. This practice not only help you away debt, but also empowers you to make substantial progress to a long-term financial goal. Critical thinking, understanding the importance of tracking spending. Critical interpretation, one key point in this chapter emphasized the necessity for tracking personal spending to enhance financial health. While the author asserts that tracking method, whether on paper or through software, can help individuals identify unnecessary expenditure, adjust their budget accordingly. It is crucial to critique this approach. The notion that maintaining strict sight of every financial transaction will inherently lead to better fiscal behavior may overlook broader systematic issues affecting individual financial choices such as societal pressure, economic disparities, and mental health factors. Studies such as those the American Psychological Association highlight that financial behavior are often influenced not just by personal habit, but by stressors and societal norm. Oftentimes, it happens like that while tracking expenses can be a valuable tool, reader should remain skeptical of its effectiveness as a standalone solution. So, your spending is important, okay? You earn, this good, but spending, if you spend it mistakenly or if you wrongly spend or overspend on what you have, that will cause you a lot of problem and issue, okay? Right? So like sometimes like online shopping women like to do and even men like to do, right? Uh like right now my children they are working for part-time thing like that and they spend online banking and ordering food, you know. I always told them, I explained to them, no, it's not the way to do that. Don't be a habit for you for you guys. So uh cooking is the most saving ways of doing that. Going to restaurants that kill your your spending habits, kind of, it's hard to save at all. And if you cook at home, you save a lot of money. That is another ways of saving money, right? And then,
That's very right.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course, children's and family like to go to restaurant. It's very good. It's nice. It's fun, right? But it's it's out of your budget. A
Yeah, a lot of money.
lot of
We
money.
spend a lot of money. Yeah.
We have a lot of birthdays, for us.
Yeah.
8 birthday in a year. 8 birthday in a year, and oftentimes they would like to go to restaurant. No, it's not a good idea at all. So we have to buy something, cook at home, have fun at home. That would be much better for us to save money. So one one time we went for a birthday party, but for our whole family to go. Like if I go with my whole family to the restaurant, I have to spend $200 at least. And if I cook at home, it will be about $100 on, right? And we still can have a lot of food, right? So that kind of, sometimes events, social events will really, force you to spend more money.
But here in Dubai, the
Yeah.
good one thing is
Uh,
if you like to eat and
yeah.
in India food
Uh-huh.
is cheap.
Ah,
It's like three to $4. You can
ah,
get one chicken biryani.
ah.
So if you eat Indian food and if you cook by your in your home,
Mm.
the
More expensive?
no, the cost will be the same.
Oh,
But what
cost.
you can say, you can save the time, you can save the electricity, you can save the
Okay.
everything. So, but
Mm.
you cannot eat all the Indian food. But
Yeah.
I don't know in United States, Indian food is cheap or expensive. But here, Indian food,
Mm-hmm.
like very expensive. Only $1 to $2 you can have breakfast.
Mm.
$2.
I like
You can
it.
have,
I
yeah,
like
you
it.
can have breakfast like tea and paratha, say like this, no. But if you making food in your home, you have to get, and then not only the washing everything, you have to spend a lot of time.
Mm.
That is good one thing in Dubai. You can eat Indian food, it's fine.
Mm. Okay,
But we
that's good.
cannot eat all the way, no? Sometimes it's only sometimes if you compare, you
Uh-huh.
cook, and then you go and eat the restaurant,
You save
will
money,
be the
right?
same. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
not even though the same. You can say, but you can say the time.
This time.
Yeah, you cooking, washing, that is all this 1 hour, 2 hours
Yeah.
is we gone.
That's
Yeah,
not bad, right?
yeah, yes. But I think
Okay.
most of you will like Indian food, right? Of course, so see when you are in, because say like chicken biryani, it's fine. We can eat, right? If you cook, you have to spend blah, blah, a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another ways of thinking. Right? Another
yes. But only Indian food, not other food. Myanmar food
not
more
other
expensive than Indian. No, only Indian food.
Indian foods are cheaper.
Yeah, yes.
Ah, okay. Great. Anything else? So let's go to chapter 2 before we end up, let's think of chapter 2, summary, establishing and achieving goal. Establishing, achieving goal, like in chapter, okay, we already think of how to spend money, and chapter 2, establishing, achieving goal. So we also talk about how to prioritize your financial goal. Define what matters most to you. That is important. Saving unexpected expenses, real estate, business, and education. As estimating retirement needs, making up of lost time. Dreaming about your life's goal, and creating your own definition of wealth. Acknowledge what money can buy, and balancing financials and life goal. prioritize your saving goal, home ownership, making major purchases, retirement planning, and support for children education, starting a business, valuing the retirement account, handling competing financial goal, building emergency reserve, and saving for major purchases and expenses, preparing for retirement, utilizing Social Security wisely, planning, saving, investment, making up for lost time. So those are chapter 2. We talked a little bit about in the very beginning, retirement plan. Retirement plans you can do from now. Don't have to wait.
Yes.
We don't really think of retirement plan mostly. In the church, oftentimes the church don't really think for us as a pastor. But you have to think for yourself, right? Don't wait for your church to put retirement fund for you. Okay. And oftentimes the church don't really think of it because we all work in the company, and the company human resource always give you options to do that. And as long as you decided to do, you have 501k, right? Or 401k. What I mean is 401k, your retirement from work. Like those who are working at Amazon or other companies, they all have 401k plan, right? And as long as you put your 401k, then they will match with your company, and you put your own money, and then the company match for you, and in that way it will grow throughout your employments in the company. So being an employee, you're good. But the pastors in ministry setting, oftentimes we have to you know we have to fight for our own retirement. That's really difficult to do, and oftentimes they don't really have that kind of ideas, that kind of money set aside for us for retirement. So we have to set aside for ourselves. That's very challenging. um I'm sure a few of you, like William Lin and David, you two are in ministry, pay
Yes.
minister, right? And oftentimes you have a hard time asking to come up with retirement and explain it to them. That's very, very difficult to do. But you have to come up with your own income. Like when you get a salary, you have to set aside your retirement plan. Like Georgian, she's working in a company, or she's now being business owner. So you have to set aside for yourself, right, Georgian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just to await you, right?
No, my background is noisy.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So yeah, if you work in healthcare facilities or a company, they do have a good program, like good system in the company. So you don't have to explain it to them, you don't have to ask them. They already have that kind of system. But the church, not all churches have. Some churches have a system, like the well-established churches, they do have it. But for smaller churches, like immigrant churches, they don't have it at all. And they don't have any system at all in the church. And we pastors struggle a lot. Okay. So think of it in the future. If you are pastoring the church, and then you have to come up with this kind of retirement plan for yourself. Okay. This is chapter 2 is all about. So your financial goal, your retirements, saving, investments, social security, preparing for retirement, saving potential expenses, handling competition financial goal, valuing retirement account. Starting business is something true for some of you. Like starting business, like you have, like Georgian has just started. And Philemon, do you have your sushi restaurant? And it's by your parent has it, right? Your parents restaurant like sushi
Oh, it's not a restaurant, it's a franchisee. We get
franchise
by, yeah, we get by a percentage.
percentage. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's by your father or by your own,
it's by me.
by
But
you?
my father have a fruit.
A fruit produce. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you own yours, and then your father own his.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you manage your finance?
Oh, like I said, we just spent everything that we had. But but I mean, we did save it, especially for the bill and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But for my dad spent most of the food like that. So me, because I speak English, I just do all the bills. So uh, like I said, I don't really do like a monthly plan and say we can spend
Yeah.
this much. Like I never do that. I just pay the
Okay.
bills. If I forget, I pay extra like that. I just pay like that, and
Then
then yeah, I never come up to
have
have
a
like
saving
manage.
plan.
I never manage it, and I
Uh,
never know how much I save. But if it's
uh,
left, I just save it like that.
yeah,
So
I think,
I just keep spending like that.
yeah, for
I
franchise,
think it's very bad idea that you're asking me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I am asking you because this is a learning and also good for our own life skill, right? That's why it's called life skill.
Yeah.
So
I
not
think I should
simply,
start managing now.
yeah, it's not simply personal finance, but this is a life skill. Everyone should do practically, right? We
Mm,
have to do it practical way, not a theory, but we have to do it for our own personal living, right? From now on, if you don't, you have to come up with it, okay?
sure.
Right? So
Yeah.
that's like if you come up with right from now on, when you get married, you have your own house, you have everything ready, you know. But if you enjoy your singleness and then spend whatever you want you have, then you will never have it. You'll never you'll never be ready for 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 your life, and it will help your parent too. It will help your parent to save and prepare for retirement, and then will because everyone will grow older, and someday we won't be able to work, and that day we cannot simply depend on the social security administration's retirement, like, so that will be just minimum. So if you save it from now, you have more money to live upon after your retirement. And I don't want to work, after retirement. So if possible, I want to retire and do whatever I want, not for living, not for earning money anymore, right? That's my my goal in life.
Mm,
So oftentimes I know many pastors, their retirement age out there, but they don't have any saving. They don't have any kind of money to spend. So they still have to work. And that is really challenging for many. Okay. And I know olders, like, they are 70, but they still have to work,
mm.
because they do not plan ahead of time. Right? Okay. So that is chapter 2. Um, Support for children education. That's something that I already missed that. I cannot do it. My children are already grown, and when I got here, I still have to struggle for my own income and things like that. So it's supporting children education, like a younger parent like Jiang Sen and all of you, most of you. Peter is his age is a little bit older, but his children are still young, so you still can prepare. You still can prepare for it. And Yao Tong too, right? Most of you, even though your age might be a little bit older, but you still can prepare for your children because they're still younger. So that is children's education plan. Some do have that kind of plan ahead of time, and when they are reaching their college, university age, they have enough money to go to school.
Yeah. That's why I do investment.
Yeah. So that will really help, right? Peter lifetime.
Yeah. That's good idea.
Mm.
You should tell me investment. I'm still looking for it.
Yeah, there are so many ways to invest for children education. There might be life insurance or others. Financial institutions offer that kind of planning. I know from like some time ago, and yet not planning because of I have 6 children. If you plan for all of them, it's very challenging, right? Challenging. So I have to come up with different strategy. Okay. Okay, I think I want to finish up to chapter 4, but we'll focus chapter 1 and 2 for today, okay? We'll we'll talk about chapter 3 and 4 next week. There are 21 chapters, 20 chapters, so we have to finish up within trimesters. And the most important thing is discussion and then come up with a project at the end. That will be the goal for this trimester, okay? Okay, anything else? It's almost 9:30, so we have to stop for today. Although we need to cover a lot of things. Okay, any questions regarding chapter 1 and 2? You can read by yourself too, okay?
All right.
All materials are provided and all the video clips are also provided. The good thing is if you go to our, Google Classroom, I put all of them, okay? Quick, like study digital, you can open up, Okay, so this is another quick digital form. Yeah, I double uploaded 2 times here. Okay, but for the financial domain, there is explanation, the explanation chapter by chapter here too. So the one that I show at the beginning of the class, is a summary of it, and this is a detailed explanation. It will take 2 hours and 3 minutes, so it's an a chapter by chapter explanation. Okay, chapter by chapter explanation. That's Gildan Media. So it will help you. It will help you for a more detailed explanation. Okay. The classroom is a matter of like talking about it, discussion, and things like that. Okay, right? So I hope you enjoy the class and at least you have some ideas to spend your $100 this evening. How's that?
Sir,
Yep.
I am
You
so
can.
I am so embarrassed.
Okay. You're so embarrassed to spend
Yes.
$100?
No, not the $100. The way you were teaching us and the way I spend money is unbelievable.
Oh, Lily. Okay.
But you make a lot of money. It's fine.
Yeah, but not because, you know?
Yeah. So from now
Because,
on, we are learning personal finance. So we all have to learn. I have to learn too, and you all have to learn. No one's really
yes,
perfect. No one really perfect to do that. Right.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
Right. Yeah. So we will learn throughout this trimester. So when we finish our, class, you have perfect ideas to plan for your life. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Take care and enjoy your evening and see you next week. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay. Okay. Let's
Evening.
say goodbye and
Have a good evening. Thank you. Bye.
enjoy your evening. Okay. Right.